Well, the darn batteries in my wife's golf cart went dead last fall, and it's time to do something about it. So I decided to switch over to a lithium-ion type battery. Now, we bought the cart in 2019 and put new batteries in it. So it was about June of 19 when I bought these batteries. So we got, four years and a couple months out of them, until one of them actually started smoking last year. I think 5 of them might be okay, but I'm not sure. I have no way to test them, but I know one is definitely shot. And they say it doesn't pay to just replace one, so I decided it's time for these guys to go. It was like $1,000 for the batteries back then, and now it's like $1,400 plus tax for lead acid batteries to replace them. So lithium turned out being right about the same price, just a couple dollars more, but it was really close, and it comes with a 5-year warranty compared to the 1-year warranty on lead acid. So as you can see, it's just a matter of taking all those wires off, disconnect the negative main cable there for send the positive, and then just disassemble all those little connecting wires between them. So it's really a pretty easy job in the end with just one major, modification you have to do. I'll show you. So I went online, looked on Amazon, and I picked a LiTime battery. It sounded like it's a pretty good company, and it had all the features I wanted. It wasn't the cheapest, it wasn't the most expensive, but it was a 100 amp hour battery. I'll show you in a second. And it weighs a lot less than these. Oh boy, I forgot how heavy these things are. I think they're like about 80 pounds a piece. And the new battery is only like a little bit more than that for the whole battery. So here it is. FedEx just dropped it off. I bought it on Amazon. They shipped it from California, and I'm surprised that it made it in this good a condition. Usually FedEx toasts all the packages, puts holes in them and everything else. So packaged in a little bit of foam there. I mean, it wasn't a real heavy box, but it did make it without damage, luckily. Comes with the bolt you need, and let's see, here it is. This is it. It's supposed to replace all those lead acid batteries with the same output and same capacity. Actually, more capacity, because lead acid batteries can only be drained down so far. Plus, this has full Bluetooth, implementation. It's got 150 amp BMS to handle the high loads of a golf cart with 100 amp constant current draw capacity. And it does have a low temperature shutdown from what I understand. So this seemed to be right in the middle of the pack of batteries that you could buy. And I figured it looked like a good choice for the 5-year warranty. So we'll see over time how it stands up. But I figured I'd give it a try. And I bought a charger at the same time. Now, this was the only one available on Amazon, a 10 amp charger. But the battery instructions say you need a 20 amp. So I'm going to use that anyway. But anyhow, it turned out when I measured it, that little center divider in the golf cart was in the way. It was just about 1.5 inches too long, so time to remove that. And then I downloaded the app, which is really nice. It was fairly easy to get going on, and you just scan the battery and it tries to add the Bluetooth to it. But I found out later that you have to actually activate the Bluetooth. It comes turned off, and you have to turn it on by charging it. So I'm just going to throw the charger on for a little while here. And this thing is a very loud charger, I will say that. But Bluetooth got activated, hooked up, and it came at 52% power in there. I'll let it charge. You can monitor the functions, and actually it does a balance after it charges the first time too. So it seems to be a fairly sophisticated battery for this. So I got out the little rotary tool with a real coarse burr on there to try to get rid of that piece in the middle there. Didn't look like it was going to structurally hurt the cart, because it's just a tray for the batteries. But this is a permanent modification, and it looks like a dog chewed it off, but it'll work. Came out good. Just, really didn't seem to make it any weaker or anything. And then I had some real high density foam that I cut to put onto the battery to be pads, because it wasn't quite level. I figured this will even it out nice. And time to slide the battery in. I figured I'd put it in on the passenger side because my wife usually doesn't have passengers when she's riding around. So this should help counterbalance the cart, keep it level. And fit right in there. Look at how much room is left. Oh my God, I can't believe this battery is going to run this cart. But that was a fairly easy installation. Just clean off the lugs before I connect them with those little Scotch-Brite discs I use on the rotary tool. And then I'm just going to connect the positive one first with the battery charger cable under it. It came with all the hardware that you need, some washers to put between wires so they don't spin and stuff. And I put the battery in. You can see it would have been nice if the it looks like it was made to go in the other way, where the positive cable would go to the other side, but it just barely fit there, the negative cable. So that turned out good. And just a little tiny snug with a ratchet there, just to make sure they're tight. I don't want them too tight because you can strip them out or break the bolt. And there it is. Just a couple minute install, and everything's ready to go. I got it charging up here. Got to let it fully charge before you can try it. And it's at 69% about an hour later, I think. So it's going to be slow with this 10 amp charger. I know, yeah, you can turn the battery output on and off. I turned it off there. I forgot about it. I'll show you later. It was a problem, and then I took a nice heavy duty tie down strap. Got it in there to hold it down. I'm just putting the charger in there for now. I'm going to mount it on the wall probably and put a longer lead that plugs into the old plug. But that's it. Pretty easy conversion. Didn't take long. And the worst part was getting the old batteries out because they are heavy. So here we are. It's at 100%. I let it balance overnight. When it charges the first time, it balances the cells. And everything's all ready to go. Now, I do have this 48 volt to 12 volt converter. I want to put some lights on it, but I'll install that later. I have to get some more switches and stuff to do it. So let's try it. Yep, turn it on, step on the gas, nothing. And oh yeah, go down and look. I forgot to turn this back on. I made sure that was the first thing I turned off before I started so I wouldn't blow the controller. Step on it again, nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the battery back on in the app. This time everything's set, ready to go, and I did take one previous lap before this, but boy, does it have some acceleration right off the get-go. What a difference. Removing all the extra weight of those other batteries really made a difference in the takeoff of it. Seems to go about the same top speed. No increase in speed, but it's just the initial acceleration that you really do notice the change. And I'm gonna do a bunch of laps. I did a bunch of laps around here, and I couldn't really go anywhere else because it's so rainy now. Our whole yard is mud. You have to stay up in the front yard with this. So a couple laps, and down 98%. I don't know how long it'll last, but I'll see over time. And then the good thing, well, you can't really see it. I had that on my knee, and I was trying to you can see the amps that actually consumed when you step on it. And initially on the hill, stepping on it fully gave me 100 amp draw, so I'm well within the limits of it. And looks like it's going to be, really easy to monitor and stuff too. So I just love that Bluetooth on it. So there it is, all ready to go in, and tell my wife that I got her birthday present all ready for her, and she can use her card again. And that's it. Really nice, clean installation. I'm going to put a little toolbox in there, I think, later, once I get that battery charger out of there. Be a good place to carry extra tools. The garden Gofer is ready. All right, so here she goes. Gets to take it out for a ride. She's been bugging me about it because her back's been bothering her more and more lately. So this is really an easy way for her to get around and down to the garden and the compost pile and stuff. These things sure are expensive, though, being electric, using batteries. I just can't believe how expensive it is to keep these things running. Look at the smile on her face. She's happy. Got her cart back. And one more loop around the yard for her. You can see the flowers out there are starting to come up too, the spring bulbs. So there it is, big smile on her face. I guess happy wife, happy life. All ready for another year. And there they are. The spring bulbs have started to pop finally. I just wanted to show you how easy it was to convert over from these old batteries. Now, I'm not sure if any changes will have to be made in the controller in the future, but so far it looks good. I don't think there's any problems, and everything seems to be working good, and we'll see how long it lasts. I'll put some links in the description to some of the items, if anybody else is going to do this. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.